Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're gonna dive right into this video. No time to loiter around, okay? So to begin, we're gonna part a middle line here, as you guys are seeing me do right now. And after that, I'll go in with my shine and jam to slick down the hair. You know, the usual, okay? And thereafter, we're gonna go on this other side. Here a straight line has been parted out. I just parted out a straight line, you know, midway, not all the way down, and I am currently cornrowing. I will just cornrow it midway, not all the way through, and I will repeat that again. Still on this side, just part out another straight line and put into a cornrow, just, you know, somewhere, you know, close to her neck, her ear, like her ear length, I guess. Yeah. So now I'm done cornrowing these two. It's time for the threading. For that, I'll part out a straight line here and, you know, clear out the line, make sure it is sleek, brush it in. And for the threading, I'll be using Brazilian wool. If you have been watching my video for a while, this is not a new thing to you, okay? We use Brazilian wool here. That doesn't mean I don't use any other wool. The thing is, I am so used to Brazilian wool that I even forget there is another kind of wool, like bobby wool, or is it yarn wool, that other one. I always forget that exists. I'll try that out, you know, one of these days, because I have used that on this channel just once, so I will try that out very soon. So you guys just saw how I unraveled it. I unraveled it and I cut into, you know, just one cut. And the length is really not that long. I will leave the inches of what I worked with on the screen so you guys can see. So guys, I already began the threading. Okay, well, you guys just saw what I did. I braided with 5 strands of the wool onto her hair before I started threading with 2 strands or 3 strands. Yeah, I think it's 3 strands. I started threading with 3 strands just so it is faster, just so, yeah, literally, so it is faster. That was my reason. So you can use 2 strands depending on your capability or what you like. I will do the same for this next one, you know, braid the hair first with 5 strands of the wool and then thread with 3 strands. Guys, see the way Adobe is so concentrated. Like, you'll be thinking, yo, this girl is just so cool, you know, she's just on her own. But the thing is, she was actually watching one of those cartoons kids watch on her tablet. That is why she's off focus. She was indulged in one cartoon that she loves so much. Yeah, literally. So guys, when threading for this, you know, for this style, for this type of hair that I'm doing now, at the front, okay, how do I say this? At the front, it's have to be longer, like the threading have to be longer. As you proceed to the back, it will start getting shorter. I don't know if you guys are getting me. These 2 that I threaded at the front, I later extended their length because they weren't as long as they should be. Not even as long as I want them to be, like as long as they should be or as long as necessary. You will see the reason why later, okay? So for this next one, which is the 4th threading in this row, I just added the ends of the cornrow, one of the cornrow, as you guys can see, and I started doing the usual, which is braiding before threading. Okay, so a quick one, if you're still watching to this point, obviously you are, which is why you're hearing what I'm saying now. It means that you're enjoying what you're watching. So why not kindly give me a thumbs up? I would really appreciate that. It helps me out a lot. I know we have this tendency of forgetting, hitting the like button. We have this tendency of not even caring at all, but I would really appreciate that. When you do that for me, please do me that favor. Okay, thank you. Again, I'll go ahead to add the ends of this remaining cornrow to this one and do the usual, but hold up, there will be a slight difference. Okay, this threading will be shorter than even the previous one, the one before this. Like I mentioned earlier, it will keep getting shorter as we proceed to the back. Exactly, just like this. You see this last two at the back is way more shorter than the rest, and the two at the front is way more longer than the rest. And this whole wrapping thing I'm doing now is the reason why. Because I am wrapping this, I wouldn't want to exhaust the threading, before I get down. That is this stage. I wouldn't want anyone to be short or not get down. That is the reason the length at the front are longer than the ones at the back. Hope I'm making sense though. Yeah, so after that I'll go ahead to start wrapping it around with about 2 strands or 1 strands of the wool, just so everything is put together and the wrapping doesn't unravel. So here is a clearer view of how I parted the first line of the cornrow, because I didn't show it on the other side how I parted it. Yeah, so that's why I decided to show it here. I showed most of the thing, I didn't show on the other side on this one. So just to let you know before you skip that most of the things that you'll be seeing here I didn't show on the other side, like this last one. I didn't show how I made this last one on the other row. Yes, so don't go nowhere, keep on watching, there is more to see. Yeah. Now watch closely on how I folded this in case you didn't get it well on the other side. But first of all, I went ahead to cut out the ends, leaving the 2 strands that I used in tying out the ends so it wouldn't unravel. So now I am folding it in. This is pretty much easy, nothing tricky here, just normal folding, like carefully. Yeah, and after folding I'll go ahead to start wrapping around. If you would notice, or rather you would notice later, that this one won't be as big as the other one. That is because I cut out the excess, which I didn't do on the other side. So now you know better than to make the mistake I made with the first one. This is why it is good to watch a video till the end without skipping. Okay. So once you get to this stage where you're cutting out the excess, please burn the ends, like burn them out, so it will look neater, so it wouldn't unravel in case your knotting isn't tight enough. And now you're gonna crisscross, one on this side and the other on the other side, and tie it onto any of the roots of the other threadings or something. Actually, the reason I didn't burn the ends of my own is because I couldn't bring myself to go get a lighter. I just couldn't. I was like, let me just do this and be done with it. I just wanted to be done with the hair, that I didn't bother to go get a lighter to burn the ends. But I later did that after I was done shooting this video, after this whole process. Yeah. So here is the fun part. I always look forward to this stage whenever I'm making her hair, because it literally means that we are done with the whole hair. Who doesn't love that? So guys, I'm laying down her edges beautifully well with shine and jam, of course, or as usual. Next, I went in with this DIY oil just to moisturize her scalp or to oil her scalp. And guys, look at my baby girl. See how beautiful this hairstyle looks on her. It just there's no hair that I make on her that doesn't look good on her. Like but honestly, this hairstyle looks so simple, so unique, so neat. Will you be trying it out on your little one? Well, I trust your mamas. I've seen lots of tag from you all when you recreate any of my hairstyles, and I so appreciate that. But just in case when you tag me it looks like I ignored you because I didn't respond, I am sorry. It's not intentional. Like, I get lost in my notification. I get hundreds to thousands of notifications every day, you know, and it can be very overwhelming that sometimes I don't even check anymore. So I'm sorry, and I will make sure I start looking out for your tags so I don't miss out on any of them. And with that being said, if you've watched to this point, please kindly give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and see you in my next one. Bye bye.